To begin tonight's contest, let's start by meeting the starting lineups. First, for our visitors from Muskegon. In goal, number 0, Ava Wilberg. Playing Hala on the right, number 7, Phoebe Morales. At the fixed-up position tonight, it's number 9, up top that P.O. is number 10, Cassie Wells. And finally, and out on the outside, number 18, Adi Enriquez. And now, for your Lansing City, in goal, number 0, Ida Day. Playing on the right side of 5, Tiffany Rose. Playing the fixed-up position tonight, number 14, Jenna Up top at the P.O. spot for your Lansing City Futsal, number 16, Sophia And finally, the last one on the left-hand side of Lansing City, number 77, Jackie Gray. Lansing City women's team is coached by Conrad Gonzalez. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we completely rise
down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic
from number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. So take another look.
That's what,
wow.
You know, Ole has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell, like, our lack of experience. I think some of our goals were generally just some mistakes, and I think it's like a combination of nerves and just not, you know, having the experience playing at the pace that we were playing. It's really fast, and I think if we tighten that up, like, we could have, you know, stayed really, like, there with them, which is cool. I think for our first game, especially going against a team like Ole, I was really proud of the way we played.
Yeah.
Made a fantastic play. You know, you want to make that pass to the back foot and really give your teammate an opportunity just to slide it home first time, but Aldama was not able to handle it.
Midwest are able to work it up. How about this back post? A pretty goal. Raul Montañez doubles the lead.
Look, Aldama could not handle the pass to put it away himself, so he said, you know what, Montañez, I'm going to give it back to you, Raul. With a little back heel flick, just roll over, give it back to him. Montañez.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
The attack.
Kleppel now with it. Space inside. Shot. He finds the back of the net. Lansing City up by 1.
We haven't said it yet this season, but what a rocket from Jeremy Kleppel across.
Lyle turning his back, trying to get in front of it and also protect himself as Kleppel finds the side net and gives Lansing.
Committing a crime so you can try to escape from prison. Bad idea. Going to the pod escape room to play an escape game with your friends. Great idea. Test your skill as an astronaut in outer space. Find Santa in Save Christmas. Or take a vacation to an abandoned island. Just don't get stuck there. The Pod Escape Room. Learn more at thepodlansing.com.
Nice run out of here, Lansing City. Oh, excellent play. Lansing City with a goal. We were just talking about Ole's ability to make the extra pass, and wouldn't you know it, Lansing City does the same exact thing.
Like, if I'm a fan of Midwest and I watch that game, and we have what I would be, in my opinion, one of the best keepers in the league. And he's not playing the second half.
And to Marco, what we saw, he gave up 6 goals. You know, Lucario was in there for 20 minutes. First half, didn't give up any. And so, like, that's a huge disparity.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
sliding tackle, and if Montez saved that, outstanding effort as well.
Lansing City in the attack, moving it. Blanco, did he make it? He did, says the referee. Goal number 4 for Lansing City. They pull ahead.
It was a pass to Blanco.
Yeah, Blanco
got it.
Yeah,
Oh,
Blanco
wow.
touched it.
Great
Did you hear me
effort.
say Blanco puts it away? That's all right. It hit the inside back post. I just have to mention before we move on here, that game was so amazing. You know how many players under the age of 20 were a part of it?
A lot.
Oh my goodness.
a lot of them.
Ethan Castaneda, there's been times where something that he does in the game is exposed, or mistakes and things like that. He was amazing in this game. Last week against Jinga he was, and in this game he played really well, and I think the things that Lansing City have been investing in are starting to pay off. Gomez putting heavy pressure on. And here he is. He finishes. Olay go up by 1.
And when you think about the addition of Daniel De Leon and what he means to this team, we told you that he was the assist leader last season. The goal. Outstanding effort from De Leon to create that. Really good positioning and understanding.
You're watching the Futsal Champion Series on FCS Live.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Lansing City Arena. In the first 15 seconds, Lansing City get goal number 6. They pick up right where they left off in the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lansing City Arena. We just found out, as you guys all probably know, that you could hear nothing that I said in the first half and maybe just one little thing at the beginning of the second half. So it's time to get caught up because I said a lot of things during the first half. You could also view it as I get a second chance. So if there's anything I said that was, bad, hopefully I don't say it this time. But Lansing City currently up 6-0 here at home. The two winless FCS women's squads duking it out here at the Lansing City Arena as Shoreline City get the first foul of the half. And it is an important one for the playoff race, even though it is only the third game with 4 teams in the Women's League, 3 teams making it into the playoffs. This one between 2 teams that are winless. Whoever gets the advantage here will have the upper hand as the season continues for that one of those 3 playoff spots. So that's kind of the stakes of the game coming into today. We've seen a few saves from this goalie right here, Maya Danik. And right now it's a turn from Tina Kovic, and she forces a nice save out of Wilberding. She's been under pressure quite a bit, and again she has to do a split save at the near post. The attack coming from number 9, Abby Dawson, who has one already, and she draws the penalty for Lansing City as she is pulled to the ground. So her hard work pays off, and it's going to be number 77, Jackie Riley, who steps up to the 6-meter spot. Yes, this is one of the reasons why you hear people like Jose Vicario and Frankie Mendoza say you have to be a little bit crazy to be a goalkeeper in futsal, because of plays like this. 6 meters away, you get a free open strike, and it's Ava Wilberding who stands between the pipes, staring down Jackie Riley, who's looking to put number 7 away for Lansing. Into the corner she goes, right by the outstretched foot of Wilberding, and Lansing City have 7 from number 77. We take another look at it. Bouncing her way up and into the corner. Wilberding ending up going the correct way, but really tough to make a read off of the player's strike in that situation. Being so close, not a whole lot you can do. And Lansing City now have 7 to their name. Everything going their direction. So far today, they've been in control for much of the game. They're trying to work it out of the back here under heavy pressure from the high pressure of Shoreline. Haven't seen it too much tonight, but we're seeing it right now, and Lansing City do give it away. Quickly go Shoreline. Here's Ellie Adams. Trying to find space down the line, works inside, really trying to bulldoze her way through and get the ball into the middle of the arc, and she wins a corner. She'll put it in, blocked by Lansing City defense, and they just cleared away. Shoreline City in the back here, ready to put it into play. They've had a tough go of the season so far as they're whistled for the infraction. Just like Lansing City, winless on the year, 0-2. They've had some large margins in their games. First one was by double digits. I believe the second one was as well, as we see a nice strike from number 12, Sienna Eckert. Maya Danik's able to get down to make the save. But it's just one of the things that when you're playing teams like Ole Futsal, who's had a competitive women futsal for some time now, and Team like Chicago House, which is looking very dangerous, potentially the best in the league as far as talent goes. You know, Shoreline City being a new team to the FCS women's division, they're being put in a tough spot. Sometimes that's where you find yourself getting better in a way that's quite uncomfortable. No one likes to lose by that much. And here they are again as well, trailing by a significant margin, but there's no quit in them as Valeria Valeska is able to turn, go down the line, finding space, toe poke, and it's well wide. We've seen some great moments from her today. First time she's been on the floor for Lansing City, who are also in that spot at 0-2. They had a close one with Olay in the first match, and then their last one in Chicago was not really the way that they wanted it to be in. It's Tina Kovic who finds the opening down low at the near post for goal number 8, right outside the arc. Snuck it by Ava Wilberding. A nice ball to set her up was Grace McCall. And Lansing City now with 8. And they could have more now on the attack. 3v2. Velasquez, toe poke. What a save from Wilberding. Able to keep Velasquez out on that dangerous toe poke. Lansing City have a corner. Crow puts it in. Miss hit from McCall. She tracks it down. And Shoreline are going to take a long one. And Danik's recognizing that that one will go over. She puts it into play. Here is Crow. Working on the near side with Tuller. She's forced backwards by Hecht. Tuller inside looking for Timblow. Defense from Emily Olsen. She still has it. Keeping it at her foot. As Riley Camp instead continues to turn. And finds Cassie Wells. Wells with a strike block before it can get close to Danik, but she follows it up. Danik coming out of her line. Able to keep that one from being dangerous. Sophia Timblow on the attack and gets whistled for Lansing City's first foul. Now here is Wilberding. Takes a long one and it's going to end up in the hands of Danik. Tuller able to get by one, trying to find Timblow. And it's not there for her. They'll be out for a keeper restart through the hands of Wilberding. Goalkeeper change for Shoreline City. I believe this is Caroline Heistra, who steps in net. And now Valeria Velasquez finding Crow on the overlap, and her attack is stopped by Ellie Adams. 12.5 to go here in the second. And a near miss there from Jenna Lee. Trying to add to her tally for the night. Here is Velasquez. Inside to Lee, back to goal. Goes backwards. Velasquez trying to find Lee. It's not there. Morales to put it back into play. She's had an impact for this Shoreline team throughout the first half. Touch inside, left foot collected by Danik. No trouble there for the Lansing City goalkeeper. And getting pulled to the ground by the neck. And receiving the yellow is Samantha Hecht as Chelsea Smith went to the ground. That'll be the first time we see a caution today. And it's going to be Chelsea Smith to get it going again. She's got Jenna Lee here on the near side. Goes her direction. In front of her is Morales. Looking for space on the inside. Tried to find Tuller, but couldn't make it to her. Now Danik scoops it up immediately back to Velasquez. Takes a touch. Had Tuller in the area, but couldn't quite get the ball under her feet to make that pass. Instead, here comes Vivi Morales. 2v1. Tries to go for goal, and it's blocked by Danik. She had Ellie Adams in that far post area. Was expecting her to try to find her foot. Instead, try to catch Danik off guard. Lansing City makes some substitutions. And here is McCarthy. Inside. Latina Kovic. Now Jenna Lee. Space to turn, no. Now right back to her. Nice play there. Inside the arc, she slots it in. Number 9 for Lansing City from the right foot of Jenna Lee. So we take another look at the 1-2. Nice ball from Chelsea Smith off the screen there. You see her right there, the one touch. Able to get around Hecht, and at that point it was Jenna Lee coming in inside the arc and just kind of froze the defense and able to slot it home. And they have 9. Just over 10 minutes ago in the second. This try from number 4, Caitlin Krulek, goes off the mark. It'll be restarted by Maya Danik. She goes long. Nice touch from Kovic. Able to stay with it. Has Lee to the inside. Instead, going down the sideline. Now finds Lee. Lee inside. Not quite there for Solara. Sheldon. Possibly counterattack here for Krulek in Shoreline City, but stumbling over it. And it will be Lansing City kicking. Up to Kovic, holding up play. Tried to knock it back to Lee, but off the mark, she gets it right back. Has a go. And stopped at the near post by Caroline Heistra. Really the first time we're seeing her make a save. Get tested to make a save outside of that goal from Jenna Lee since she stepped on the floor about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Ball's placed down now, corner. Blocked by Morales. Here we go again. Lee with the left foot. Tapped over the bar by Heistra. As Lee almost got a third one to her name. Here comes the corner once again. Inside, bounces right back to Lee. Shot blocked. Heavy pressure. Lee staying with it, and she draws the foul. That's number 4 against Shoreline this half. McCarthy to the other side. Sheldon back to goal under heavy pressure. Ecker trying to force her out of bounds. A little collision there from McCarthy and her teammate Sheldon. Now we'll see a restart coming from Heistra. Looking long and headed on to Danik. Danik goes short. McCarthy gets it right back. Screaming down the floor. Right foot. Snuck it by at the near post. Pushing Lansing City into double digits. Here at home is Madison McCarthy. Off the 1-2 and the up the floor with pace. And toe poke in stride. Catches Heistra in her dive to the ground. Just got under her arm as Lansing City move into 2 digits on the scoreboard here with just over 9 to go. And with the potential playoff implications of this game, Lansing City today doing what they need to do, taking full control at home as we get a second touch violation whistled against Shoreline City. And Lansing City will take this moment to call a timeout. Their first of the half, first called by either team this half, actually. And if you're enjoying these 2 halves of play, make sure you join us every Thursday live at 8 p.m. for the third half live podcast. We bring in guests from across the league to hear about what their experiences have been like in the FCS and games recent and to come. This past weekend we had both Coach Pierce Brannigan of Detroit Imperial and Vinny De Silva of Chicago House on the show. Make sure you check it out. It's every Thursday live at 8 p.m. right here on the FCS Live YouTube channel. Speaking of which, a very huge game in the FCS men's side coming up after this. And it is those 2 teams that were represented in the most recent third half. Chicago House hosting Detroit Imperial. That one's at 8 p.m. Don't miss it. And as for this one, you see Coach Cody Harrell there with his ladies. Has not been an easy opening year, I should say, for them in the FCS. They've been in this position before, down big, and it's a tough way to get better. But it is an opportunity for that, and I'm sure that's what he is trying to do. Try to find all the areas that you can to grow. And for Lansing City, they do what needs to be done so far here today. Currently up 10-0 now with the indirect free kick on the top of the arc after the second touch violation. Isla Tuller taps it, left foot, blocked. Abby Dawson was looking for the back of the net once again. The ball gets played in. Nice little touch there from Tina Kovic, but not enough pace to beat Caroline Heistra. She gets another save. Emily Olsen holding the ball up. Taken over by Lansing City. Trying to find space on the inside. Stopped is Abby Dawson. Shoreline the other way, but not before Isla Tuller can get back. She's going the wrong way under heavy pressure. And now Danik gets it out quick. Tina Kovic, time and space. Finding at the far post side, Abby Dawson. And Tuller's going to commit the foul after that save from Caroline Heistra. And it's Lansing City's second of the half. Here with 8:24 to go. Back to the goal, keeping it at her foot is Emily Olsen. Turns down the sideline, running right into Riley Camp. It was Abby Dawson. Kind of coming over to set a pick, and a shot saved by Danik on the far side. Dawson on the second collision with Camp was kind of holding her mouth. I don't know if she got, looked like she might have got either a hand or shoulder, that mouth area. Here comes the corner for Shoreline. So it goes all the way back to the foot of Heistra. She gets rid of it. Nice one-touch from Camp, looking to get it back. Go down the sideline, has it still. Cassie Wells, and forced out of bounds, but they maintain possession. Lee to put it back into play for Lansing City, goes back to Danik. Up the floor, nice touch. Passing it on to Kovic. That came from Grace McCall. And the shot from her goes well wide. McCall again on the try, stopped by Riley Camp. Now off the corner, here comes Lansing City, and I think a whistle stop play before that corner came as the net was dislodged. Nice try there from McCall. Deflected out of the bounds by Riley Camp now with 7:19 to go. Danik tracks it down, and Tuller will put it into play. Up near the half line. Timblow up in that pivot spot. And Tuller's going to get whistled for the violation here. Ball not on the line. I was right up close here next to the booth. I saw the ball starting to roll, and the referee go to his whistle. And generally thought it was Lansing City ball, but not according to the official. Shoreline have it in the attacking zone. Lee takes it away, has Timblow to the right, goes her direction. Isla Tuller making a back post run, tries to find her, and it's Caroline Heistra who gets in the way and intercepts that one. Camp in the corner. And Timblow is whistled for the foul. And she can't believe it. But that will be Lansing City's third foul. And you can see Coach Conrad Gonzalez on the other side as well, wondering what was going on. Clearly thought it was for his team, but not according to the men in green. Ball out of bounds will be essentially a corner here for Shoreline. Not quite hit well, and this one snuck by Danik on the back heel. I think that might have been number 18 if I'm not mistaken. 80 Enriquez, one of the starters for this Shoreline City squad. Call now goes to the other side. Lee finding Smith. Right back to Lee. Shoreline stepping up in pressure. Ball up to the pivot. Timblow holding it up, finds Lee's foot. Pulling it back. Heavy pressure from Morales. Once again into Sophia Timblow, trying to turn, fake on the shot. All the way to Jenna Lee in the left foot. Off a deflection, misses at the near post. Nice play there from Sophia Timblow on the control of the ball, faking the shot. I think she got it back to Chelsea Smith, who played it along to Lee, and she had an open look. This ball off the corner comes right across the face of goal. No one from either team to get a touch. Just over 5.5 to go. McCarthy inside to Timblow. Timblow leaves it. Back to McCarthy in her right foot strike just a little bit wide to the near post. You see that Fixo and Pivo play as this one does come to the foot of Ellie Adams. Continuing to roll the ball, and a double comes, didn't see it, and Lee will kick it out for a Shoreline corner. Ball played short and right back to Adams. Pressure from Lansing City, kicked out, it will be a once again in the same spot for Shoreline. Back to Bobadilla, her strike goes well over the bar. And behind the netting. So we'll get another ball into play through the hands of Danik. She goes short. McCarthy immediately up to Valeria Velasquez, holding it up as the pivot. Defense coming from Enriquez. Now possession for Shoreline. Ball down the line, out of the reach of Adams, and Danik will restart play. Crow in the back working with Smith. Jenna Lee as well. She's had a lot of minutes tonight. Seen a lot of Kennedy Crow as well. Inside, Velasquez can't quite reach out to get that ball. That one left for Krulek. Did she go down the line? No. Thought she kept possession, but it is Lansing City ball. Here's Jenna Lee. To Velasquez, tries a one from long range and blocked by the defender right in front of her, Caitlin Krulek. That was not a light strike either. We've seen Velasquez do that several times today. Not afraid to take one from long range. Particularly likes the right foot toe poke. Has scored with it on one occasion. Crow up to Velasquez. 2v2, ball a little bit behind Lee. She's able to control it. Back to Velasquez. Nice little touch, left foot. Great block from Vivi Morales. She's been a standout for Shoreline on both sides of the ball tonight. You saw her defensive awareness and ability there. She's been involved in a lot of the good attacks from Shoreline as well, as Chelsea Smith goes down on the slide tackle from Enriquez as Shoreline pick up their fifth foul with 3:48 to go. Any more fouls from Shoreline and they will give up a 10-meter penalty. 4 steps back from the top of the arc where the normal ones take place. Velasquez right into the wall, and that's I think I might have got her in the face for Riley Camp, or at least the side of the head. She had to walk away for a moment, but stays on the court. Velasquez to put it into play. Jenna Lee steps up. Velasquez, toe poke to the near post. Caroline Heistra with the kick save. In comes Jackie Riley off the bench, immediately to her. Has a go, blocked. Kennedy Crow on the follow-up, but can't get quite enough behind it. Looking for a transition opportunity is Shoreline. Nice move there, and just misses. The far post was Emily Olsen after she pulled off the Meg in the corner to get space. And the official is signaling a deflection off of Lansing City, ending up in a corner as we see Coach Conrad Gonzalez along with assistant coach Jacob Derby there on the bench. Their team currently with a comfortable 10-0 lead here with 3 minutes to go. Camp tries to key that one in play, but can't quite do so. Velasquez will put it in to play. Finds Riley. Riley on to Lee. Now back to Riley. Wanted the pivot spot, but it's blocked. And now Shoreline the other way. Collected by Danik. And down goes Jenna Lee. And that will be foul number 6. She gets up gingerly. Velasquez wanted a card for that. That'll be the 6th foul against Shoreline City, resulting in a 6th foul penalty from 10 meters away. And it's going to be Valeria Velasquez stepping up. And if we've learned one thing about her today, it's that she has a rocket. Would not like to beat Caroline Heistra right now. And here is the whistle. Toe poke. Top left corner. Brushing off the dust is Velasquez. Wow. What do you say about a 10-meter penalty like this? Almost nearly exactly in the top left corner with such pace. Not much could be done about that on the defensive side as Lansing City get number 11. And for Shoreline, the goals keep piling on. Here and there, away trip to Lansing. Actually, a doubleheader for them in a sense, as they will have a match tomorrow. They will visit Chicago to take on Chicago House. Not an easy task turning around after a defeat like this to face what we're seen to be one of the powerhouses in the league in Chicago House. At their home floor, and Velasquez is not done yet. And she completes her hat trick on the night on the transition opportunity for Lansing City. A toe poke to the near post, and Heistra couldn't get down in time. Actually looked like she might have just hit that with the inside of her foot. But that's 12 on the board for Lansing City. .90 to go here in the arena. Ball up top looking for Kovic. Block, Shoreline on the run. And the attack comes to nothing. For a moment, looked like they might have had Riley Camp with a turn near the top of the arc, but it went by her. Danik gets it going again. Here's Crow. To the near side, Riley. Shoreline still applying pressure. Crow and Olsen battling for that one, and last touch by Shoreline, says the referee. Little chip into Sheldon. Tries a turn. Can't quite get by Cassie Wells for the moment. A little collision between her and her teammate Camp, but Wells goes down the line. Inside, top of the arc. Still on the attacker, Shoreline. They recycle. Riley Camp. And being pulled down. Wow, surprised that no call on that one is, wow, it's coming right for us. See you later. My computer is not getting smashed today. But it looked like for a moment there, Danik was going to be tried. And this time she is. but's able to collect. But before that, there was a pretty clear grab on the arm. Might have been shielded from the official's angle, but I could see it here from the booth. And Shoreline City are definitely fortunate to not be facing another 10-meter penalty as the final 10 seconds run off the clock. Danik tried once again, and she will likely hold this one nearly to completion. And that is time here in Lansing City Arena. The home side take it by a score of 12-0. And they get their first win of the year, but also in FCS women's play. This Lansing City side now 1-2, having faced every team in the league. And even beyond what it means to get your first victory, but just to play every team in the league so you kind of know what the layout is and what talent and ability is out there. It's a pretty important thing, and Shoreline City have done the same as well. They've played every team, and once again it is a tough loss by a large margin for them. And it has not been easy for them this year, but it's not an easy thing to start something from nothing. And the willingness to put yourself out to beat downs on the scoreboard like this sometimes is a part of the journey. And that's what they face today, and we'll see what it's like for them tomorrow as they travel to Chicago, Illinois to square off with a team that looks very good. Coming up after this 8 p.m. Eastern kickoff, Chicago House hosting Detroit Imperial in the FCS men's side. That one is a big one. Chicago House needing another win to stay in playoff contention, in Detroit Imperial eyeing the top of the standings. Don't miss that one right here in FCS Live. And that's going to do it for us here at the Lansing City Arena. I've been Jared Kleppel along with the rest of the FCS Live crew. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Good night. They're currently down 2. Here's Hindich at the near post. She slots it in. What a placement.
Yeah, fantastic
from number 9,
placement.
Medina Hindich. So we take another look.
That's what,
wow.
You know, Ole has to be frustrated with the goalkeeping.
I was pleasantly surprised with how we did. I feel like we did compete to the level that we could. I think you could definitely tell